My name's Rhys. I'm assistant head teacher and I work in a school in Swansea called Penarvale Comprehensive School. So I've worked there for 8 years since 2017, but I've been teaching for 23 years. I discovered DARPL through information from the Swansea Local Authority. It was something that I was very passionate in. A bit of background on my school. When I joined 8 years ago, the school community, the community that we live in, was a very white community. We didn't have a very diverse culture in terms of school. Thankfully, over the last 8 years, diversity has increased and we've got lots and lots of children and learners from lots of different parts all over the world. And I wanted to make sure that they felt that they belonged in our community. One of our core values is belong, and it's really important to me as a leader that they're able to feel respected and that they don't have to come into school and have any racial comments directed towards them. And I want my learners to know that if they are unfortunately a victim of racial abuse, that as a senior leader, I will take that seriously and we'll make sure that everything's dealt with correctly. When I started it in November 2024, it was quite empowering for me because one thing that they were talking about is white privilege, and I've never really thought of my own white privilege before, and it meant that I had to sort of reflect on my own sort of where I'd come from and my privilege that I'd had growing up, and it made me think about learners in my school. And it made me want to sort of stand up for them and make sure that they could come into school and feel valued and belong in our community. I believe that anti-racism training is important for a practitioner because it gives us the confidence to deal with any racist incidents that happen in our learning organisations. It has given me the confidence to challenge racist behaviour with parents, with learners, and it's enabled me to train my staff and the pastoral team on how we deal effectively with racial incidents so that the target is supported and we can help children if they've experienced trauma because of a racial incident. My biggest takeaway from the DARPL sessions is how to deal with racial incidents properly. I've used the resources from Show Racism, the Red Card, and from DARPL, which has showed 10 ways that we should be dealing with any racial incidents. And that's given me a lot of confidence when racial incidents are reported to me. It means that I know how to speak to parents of the victim and of the perpetrator. And I've got confidence in the fact that I'm saying the correct thing, and if I'm ever questioned on well, they didn't mean it as a racial comment, I just can refer back to the definition that DARPL have provided me with, and I've got it there in front of me so that the dialogues I have with parents are done in a much more effective way.